Before I start today, I wanna let y'all know about this hat I'm wearing today. So I've got the throwback going. I don't think I've really ever worn a hat on this channel before because you know how I'm wearing the different hats and everything for each team I talk about. But today I want to do something different, so I'm rocking the Colt 45's gear. So I'm gonna get right into it today. I don't want to ramble on. It's I have noticed that lately I've kind of been rambling on in my videos, so I don't want to do that today. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it quick. Um, but we do have a big topic today. So let's get right into it. The Astros, coming into this offseason, were expected to basically make these big moves, right? Um, Not big moves, but they were halfway decent moves. Getting Brad Hand, getting Liam Hendricks, getting these other names to help strengthen their bullpen or their outfield, someone to replace Springer, to replace all these guys that had left. Since then, the Astros have signed four names that you might be familiar with: Ryan Stanek, Pedro Baez, Michael Brantley. We got Michael Brantley back, of course. And then we reunited with Jason Castro. Never thought I would have to say that again. I never thought I'd have to hear that name again, Jason Castro. Because it's the first time we're seeing Castro as an Astro. Astro. Makes sense. Uh, it's basically... it's weird because, we haven't seen him for so long. But anyways... what can we do with the rest of our offseason? Because we've made moves, but we haven't really made any moves since, getting Castro. And that was only a few days ago, and I'm not expecting us to make any moves for the next few weeks. But we do, I think, need to make a move to help our outfield. That's what we need. We need a guy to replace Springer. We got Brantley. We've got Tucker. We need someone in center field. We need that guy. And I have three candidates. Number one, Jake Marisnick. Possibly reuniting with our guy Jake the Snake. We haven't seen him in how long? A year. We're already kind of missing him. And we didn't really miss him that much during the 2020 season, because we had Miles Straw, and he kind of reminded us of him. But Jake Marisnick is actually, in some ways, better than Miles Straw. He's almost just as fast. He's got a lot more power, and he's a better fielder. So reuniting with Jake Marisnick is not the worst thing that can happen. But out of the three scenarios, that's probably the worst option. I mean, and I'm not saying it's a bad option, but out of the three, it's the worst. So you can probably guess that the other two that I have are going to be pretty decent or pretty good. My second scenario: signing a 2-year deal with the Astros would Michael. What did I say? Jackie Bradley Jr. No, I don't know why I said Michael. Jackie Bradley Jr. signing with the Astros for 2 years. That's a pretty decent scenario in my book. He's got a ton of power. He's a good outfielder, and he can at least get on base a few times. Now, he's not going to be one of those guys that can just hit home runs. Last season in 2020, Jackie Bradley Jr. had probably one of his best seasons. Now, he hasn't really ever been known to be an all-star caliber player, but he could potentially be a step below that. And getting a guy like that to strengthen your outfield, to replace Springer's presence in the outfield with, making all these big plays, that could really help. That could really help with 2021. So, second scenario is not bad either. Now, the third scenario I have: Marcel Ozuna. I've been hoping the Astros will sign him for a long time. Ever since Springer said he probably wasn't coming back. This is the biggest long shot of them all. I think the odds of the Astros signing Marcel Ozuna right now are 100-1. Why? Because he's a big name. He's a big free agent name. And I feel like on some occasions he wouldn't be considered, he just wouldn't be considered an all-star caliber player. But on other occasions he would be. So he's one of those guys, he's better than Jackie Bradley Jr., but he's just right there. He's right there. He's so close to being an all-star. And I don't know if he has been an all-star or not. But getting Marcel Ozuna, that helps your lineup. That's just Springer's replaced. Poof. He's just like Springer almost. He can get the home run totals up. He can make big plays in the outfield. He can get on base a lot. But, alas, obstacles arise like our budget right now. The Astros budget isn't very big. And Marcel Ozuna is probably asking for a lot. And why wouldn't he be? He's a guy that should be asking for at least halfway, very, very high totals of money here. And I just couldn't see the Astros signing him. But if they did, I'd be happy. I'd be giddy. And I'd be gloating to all the other teams that wanted to go get him. And that's actually another obstacle. Other teams want him. So, what are you going to do? So out of those three scenarios, honestly, I think the most realistic is getting Jackie Bradley Jr. because the chances of the Astros, reuniting with Jake Marisnick are low. We have Miles Straw, and Miles Straw and Jake Marisnick are kind of alike. Marcel Ozuna, not very realistic considering that, he's asking for a lot and all these other teams are interested. So my highest candidate is Jackie Bradley Jr. That is the Astros' target the rest of this offseason. If they can't get him and they have to settle for Miles Straw or somebody else in the outfield that we don't know about, I will be disappointed because we needed a guy to boost our lineup and to boost our outfield. That's what matters right now. So you guys heard my three candidates. I'm sure you have yours of your own. I didn't want to do a video too long today. I wanted to keep it under 10, so I'm going to try to do that. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So, thank you for tuning in. If you did like this video, go ahead and subscribe. We are over 50 subscribers. I still want to hear what y'all think. If y'all have any recommendations for what kind of a video I should do, type it down below. I'm just going to give y'all some advice, though. I'm not really big on doing videos about other teams. I only do that when it's like a team, if like a team I hate loses in the playoffs or something like that. Like the Rays-Yankees series, when the Rays beat the Yankees, that was because the Rays were moving on to play the Astros and because I don't like the Yankees. So, keep it in my area. Keep it in my area of expertise if you guys have any video recommendations. And if you do, then, I'll look over it. I'll look into it. So, that is going to do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. Who do you think the Astros should go for the rest of this offseason? And out of my three candidates, who do you think is the most realistic signing? So, like, subscribe, and comment. I will see you later, Astros fans, Colt 45 fans, sports fans, baseball fans, everybody. Go Astros. Bye, guys.